Yeah, I think the wording
Well,
of it is a little bit more open and but also covers a little bit more. Like we're trying to increase desire to learn about finance, but it doesn't say credit card in it, does it?
that's okay though.
Wait, the purple one does say credit card.
Yeah.
Last word.
That's blue.
That's blue. These
Hold
ones
on,
are purple. There's
wait,
two
which
purple
ones are
ones
you
in the
talking?
middle.
Purple. I was talking about this one.
Oh, we're
about this
talking
one
about
here.
this one. How might we create curiosity within millennials?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't say credit card.
Can we change it to credit card?
Yeah.
Why not? This is
Yeah.
ideation. We haven't.
There
We're
are
not
no
set in
rules.
stone for anything. Yeah.
There are no rules in this house.
I'm not a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
I'm so cool, Mom.
Best movie ever.
Does this
What
have
are you talking
alcohol
about?
in it? Mean
Oh.
Girls.
Mean Girls.
Bernie, come on, mate.
I think he knows. I think he's just saying it.
He's winding us up.
No, sorry.
You've never watched Mean Girls?
Haven't watched
Maybe that's your homework
Oh,
after the
good.
night.
Maybe we could all have a sleepover and watch it together. We'll eat ice cream. PJs. We'll have a pillow fight. It'll be great. That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this still
Alright.
recording?
Yeah.
We're all losing our minds. 20
Wow.
to 10.
All right. So wait, what are we landing on? Are we choosing to diverge from our visualization of the vote?
What?
The vote was hang on. So let's actually deconstruct that, right? So the vote is a little bit emotional, right? But when you actually start to fit it into a framework, in order to fit it into that framework, it becomes unemotive and it becomes a more of a scientific allowance for what we're trying to do. So there's nothing wrong with that. So in a business sense, right? If you're saying, well, emotionally, you're connected to this, then it's okay to step away from it. Does that make sense?
Are we saying we're emotionally involved in our how might we question?
I think no. Actually, that's the breaker. What we are emotionally connected to is probably the cards that we had. So I think some people probably voted for their own cards.
Yeah, interesting.
And then once we put the cards into the framework of the how might we, then all of a sudden it doesn't make any sense. So what we're trying to do
I
is
can't remember which ones are mine, to be honest.
I feel like that would have been a useful exercise to do before we did the vote. However, it's a good learning for next time.
There's going to be
when
a
we
next
do
time?
this. No, I mean when we.
Tomorrow, aren't we?
Are you repeating?
No, I mean when we do.
I want to do this.
When we do
Every
the
day,
voting for the solutions, it'll be a useful learning for that one.
Yeah, because remember,
okay.
it's about the process. So it's
Agreed.
not about dying in a ditch about the data itself.
Yeah.
So remember, put yourself in Leon's going to market. Leon's going to tell you that, if the content's great, good for you. But certainly he's going to be super keen to understand how we got to the process. And this is really interesting, right? So this can be something that we explain, that we did pivot, that we did say, this critical thinking people.
Oh, so I guess is everyone happy to pivot to the purple one? Is that what we're saying? Are we all comfortable, or are we? I just want to test out.
We're not fully pivoting, are we? We're making use of the resources that we've got.
Okay, let me shift my language. We're pivoting based on the visualization of the vote. We're iterating that approach and saying we're testing it. We're testing it with each other. We're testing our understanding of what we meant. Yeah. Which is fine.
This is critical thinking. This is
great.
We've
got buyer's remorse, don't we?
It sounds like we've voted and we've thought, oh shit, I wanted to go with tails rather than heads. I'm also testing whether everyone feels that way or whether some people might feel stronger than others. or whether it's the nearly 10 o'clock at night and no one cares anymore and people just want to land on a how might we question.
I'm in
Yep.
that bucket of the not caring. No, but to be fair, like I did think a lot of them were really similar and like trying to say the same thing just in a different way.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
Agree.
Because you can put it like this, right? The voting process was emotive and people were looking for it. And then the how might we critically tested that voting process. And we quickly went, well, in order to fulfill that brief of the how might we then, and it's not fully changing what we did. We still, they're still voting for it.
Bianca, can you please
Anyway.
move your cursor? I can't read that thing.
oh, sorry.
No, it's
I
okay.
think
I just forgot what it said.
I think my only challenge with the purple one is the create curiosity with millennial women. How does one solve for creating curiosity?
I think that's what I
How does-
like about it though, because it leaves it more open. Building
It's very
millennial friendly education is really structured, whereas creating curiosity could be through a product, through a campaign. Like I feel like that actually has a little bit more.
I
openness behind it.
agree, because I think as well, part of the problem which we've discussed is that there just isn't really a whole lot of curiosity. So it's kind of like a unfounded or like uncharted area in terms of targeting that specifically.
Okay, I'm being devil's advocate because
Mm.
I'm trying to understand. I see curiosity as like an innate psychological driver. Are we aspiring to build a product that does that?
Are we
That
building a
shifts
product though?
Or service or whatever it is, building a solution. Let's call it a solution. That shifts someone's and happy to be challenged on if that's not your perception as well.
I just think credit cards as in like what the account does, it's boring. And I don't think how the actual account works, any of us have spoken about as being the problem. It's about how a user interprets it, how a user understands it, how a user makes choices based on the product itself. Don't know where I was going with that, but it felt good to get it out.
No, I'm glad that you did.
No, it's true. So it's not about the card. It's about everything around the card.
Exactly. Credit card
The
itself is just whatever.
So I guess we don't need to reimagine the card.
So it'd be more like a
service
camp.
demo rather than the product.
I don't think I ever was reimagining the card, to be honest. I think I was always
Me
reimagining
neither.
the before stages of the card or the during stages of the card in terms of the interaction with the provider or you know.
I was really like, when I first read the brief, I was like, are we just making it in a different color? Is this, I thought it was like a marketing.
Leon
projection.
kept talking about color and
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
take us on that weird
I
journey.
was getting so confused. And I was like, what are we actually doing? But now we're talking about it and I've done my interviews. I'm really understanding it's more than that, which is what design thinking is. So I'm obviously learning something.
Wow.
Love it. Well, think about the touch points in the journey map, right? The connectors and the other stuff. Like there's so much in there that isn't just a piece of plastic. Oh, I really hope we get our assignment 2 marks back quickly because that's going to give us so much context as to what we should be doing in assignment 3.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm actually really unsure about how I'm going to go on that assignment. You know when you read something like 50 times?
Yeah. It was very, it wasn't,
Lose
it
all
was
its
quite
meaning.
abstract. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping for 10 out of 20.
Oh, you'll get.
Oh, I reckon
much more than that.
you put in, I reckon there's some self-doubt there. I think it's,
I don't
back
know.
yourself.
We'll see.
I would love 16 because then I don't have to do much for this assignment. That would be great.
Get a-
But otherwise,
Are we
otherwise
still recording?
oh yeah.